Всем привет! Всех вас очень рада приветствовать на моем канале Englishland Разговор. И сегодня я разговариваю с моей подругой Нашей из Дании. Она попытается нам объяснить такое время, как past perfect в английском языке. Давайте послушаем, что же все-таки об этом думает носитель языка. Поехали.
See and hear you.
That's okay. Hi, Nasha. How are you? How's it going?
Thanks, I'm good. All is going well. How are you?
I'm fine. Just there was a change here, and it's a little bit cold. That's why I'm a little bit depressed. But I'm fine. What about you?
Yeah. I mean, the weather is all pretty here. So if mood is connected to weather, I'd say it's all right here.
Yeah. Well, for me, it doesn't connect all the time, but time. Okay, Nasha, I don't want to really just waste your time. Can you explain it to me and to others? Difference between past simple and past perfect. Give me some examples. Do you use past perfect, past simple?
Okay, so like, well, past perfect is constructed with a help verb have, right? To have. And past. I mean, that depends. Like, there's like present perfect and and past perfect. Which one do you want to work with?
I'd like you to explain difference between a past perfect. Especially past perfect, like difference between.
All right, but past perfect is kind of rare. I mean, it is used. Okay, so like, but then we have to. God, I'm sorry. We have to start with present perfect then, and like, because like present perfect is coincides with past tense, right? Like you would say, I read the book or I have read the book. Those are like the same sort of time. Where if you say I had read the book, now suddenly it's part of a story that is already happening in the past, and you've got to explain that you had already read the book at the time of that story happening. That's kind of complicated and weird. So it's, for instance, if I say, oh, I went to the class and the teacher was talking about the Russian Revolution, but I had already read a book about that. Then you use had read, because you're indicating that already in this past story that had already happened.
Okay, I think just it's a good example. Not just when you are talking like about past story. Yeah, you can't say it's about to use present perfect, because now you're talking about like past story.
Yes, I'm talking about something that happened in the past, and then I have to emphasize that something happened even further in the past than that story.
Okay, for example, why didn't you use past simple? Because you wanted to stress like it happened before?
Yeah, it's because you have to explain that it happened before. And again, past simple is usually used alongside present perfect a lot more than it is used with past perfect.
Okay. For example, can I give you an example like this, and you'll try to break it down to me? Yesterday I came home, I did my homework and I went to bed.
Yeah.
So, and yesterday I came home, but before I had bought, I don't know, just milk.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. That's
okay.
Good.
It's okay. Could I say like this? Yesterday I came home and I bought milk. It wouldn't be correct, because it means like I did it after coming home.
Yeah, I mean, the first one's definitely better because it emphasizes that the order of things that you had already done it. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, and my question for you is, do you use past perfect? Do you?
Of course. I don't really think about it much, but again, it's
like, do you use?
I do, but I wouldn't even be able to think of a good example.
Okay. For example, if you need to tell a short story where you want to tell about just actions which happened by action, what would you use? Just past simple or past perfect?
But that depends on the time of the story. Because if you use like you used yesterday, if you say yesterday I then you would always use this past simple, wouldn't you? Because like I came home, I did the dishes, I read.
Okay, could you say like this yesterday? Yesterday I came home, but before I had bought milk.
Yeah, but then it's because you're telling the story in reverse order. This is getting very complicated, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, okay. So like past perfect is just anytime you need to exemplify that something happened even further in the past than what you're already talking about.
Okay, for example, let me know how you pronounce it. Like if you want to use like a short version. For example, I'd done it, I had done it. What would you say? Like before came home, I'd bought, I had bought.
That's a good question. I mean, that's a matter of taste. I'd probably say I had, because I'm not. I don't think I'm American enough to pull off I'd.
Okay.
I think it's a lot more fun to like to connect had and not, like I hadn't done it.
Okay.
For some reason, like that sounds a lot more natural to contract those two words than I and had.
I had.
But,
okay, it's okay. Okay, and like the second question: do you use present perfect too much? Like Americans, they don't use. I think they use present perfect. Yeah, of course, but I think they use past simple really more.
Well, you use, or like it's best to use present perfect if you're just talking about the past, but you're not talking about when it happened. So maybe what you're noticing is that Americans have a tendency to always mention when something happened. Like again, if you say yesterday, you've defined. We're talking about yesterday. You use past simple.
Simple. Okay, for me, like this question. For example, now I can take my pencil and I like. What would you say? Like I've dropped my pencil, or I dropped my pencil. What would you say? Like,
if it's happening right now, I'm saying I dropped my pencil.
Like, simple.
Excuse me, I dropped my pencil. Yeah. Because it literally just, it's like or it's inherent in the situation that it just happened. But
okay, hold on. For example, look, Nasha, I bought a new, I don't know, just a long sleeve shirt. Like you would use present perfect because I want to stress it. Like, okay, look at me. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And you didn't specify when it happened. It's just like, oh, this has happened in the past. I've bought this. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thanks so much. I hope.
You're welcome. I realized this was a bit of a messy explanation of some very simple things.
No, really, just you told me. Yeah, actually, I know what is it past perfect, but really, I think it was a good example when you told me about. No, I'm telling a story about past. Yeah. So, and I needed to change tenses in this story. Okay, do you have any plans for this weekend? I don't want to.
I get my cousin is coming to visit, so that'll be nice. Haven't seen her in a long time.
Oh, okay. Thanks so much for being with me today. Have a good week. Don't forget about Russian.
I'll try not to. And thanks. You too.
Thanks, and see you.
Вам все было полезно и интересно. Лайкайте, оставляйте комментарии, подписывайтесь на мой канал в Instagram. Пока-пока!